Today marks an historic yet bittersweet day for NASA as it prepares for this afternoon's final launch of Shuttle Discovery. Joining us live to talk more about Discovery's history and about her missions aboard that orbiter, former Discovery Commander Eilleen Collins. Good morning.
Good morning.
I imagine you have a big place in your heart for Discovery.
Well, my first flight and my fourth flight were on Discovery.
That's pretty amazing. You know, I find that my memories are always based on where I wake up. What was the first morning that you woke up on the International Space Station? What were they like after traveling on Discovery?
Well, I remember my first night in orbit. I pretty much stayed up all night, and I ran, in my mind, over and over and over the launch. I didn't want to forget how it felt, how it looked, everything, how the smells, and it pretty much was a memory that I didn't want to forget. And I was lucky enough to do it 4 times.
Yeah, a key mission for you on Discovery certainly was that return to flight mission after the Columbia accident in 2005. What's your recollection about the emotions of the critical flight for you and for the crew?
Well, I think, the emotions were definitely running high, but for the astronauts and pretty much for anybody working the operations, we just have to go through it with a very steady, objective point of view. We're constantly having to be ready for, the unexpected. So we pretty much keep the emotions under control, and we think about, are we getting the mission done? Are we doing it safely? And I think for me, it was pretty much after the mission that I really started thinking about and realizing how important that mission was. We had lost 7 of our friends on Columbia, and I had flown Columbia on my previous mission. And we not only missed our friends, but the orbiter was almost like, for those that worked at NASA, the orbiter itself was almost like a family member. So it was a very difficult time. Discovery took us back into space after the Columbia accident. In fact, Discovery took us back after the Challenger accident back in, the accident was in 86, and the return to flight mission was in 88. So, in fact, Discovery's first flight was in 1984. So it's been around a long time, and there's a big place in my heart for Discovery, and I know the people at NASA feel the same way.
Absolutely, and of course we'll all be watching as it lifts off at 3:50 today. We're carrying it on KTRH2 on our website. We really appreciate talking to you today, and really appreciate the service that you've done for NASA and for the Shuttle program. Thank you very much.
Kudos to the people at NASA, too. Thanks.
Absolutely. Discovery former commander there, that is Eilleen Collins. Thank you so much.
What an honor.